Hi, it's me again. And yeah, it's been in production for a very long time. We talked about it last year, didn't we, when they announced it. And I'm still not sure that the BBC are the best people to be doing this. But it's going to be broadcast on Monday the 9th. I'm not going to be able to watch it because I don't have a TV licence, unless I go around my mum's or something because she gets a free one. But yeah, let's have a look at it. This is The Reckoning by the BBC, and it's the Jimmy Savile story. Are the BBC the best people to tell the story? I mean, on one side of the argument, you could say, well, they had more information, they know more about the inside of it than any external production company could. But then on the other side of things, you'd say, well, marking your own homework a bit, isn't it? And if they did uncover some serious stories at the BBC, are they going to tell the full story? I'm not sure the BBC are the best people. You know, they had plenty of chance. They had plenty of inquiries and stuff and missed the mark many times. Now they're going to try and cash in by telling the story. And it wouldn't surprise me if you found this on Netflix at some point where they've sold it around the world. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But let's have a look at it. The Reckoning stars Steve Coogan as Savile and has spent a long time in production, with a planned release in 2022 reportedly being delayed due to the death of Queen Elizabeth. Why that would affect it, don't quite know. There's a trailer on there, actually. Do you want to... I should be all right to show you a bit of the trailer, I'd have thought. Let's have a look.
I'm not an act. What you see is what you get.
We'll be in touch.
He's our man.
He was one of the biggest manipulators of people to rise to the status that he did.
The investigation found no evidence to justify the allegations.
And you consider that to be the end of the matter?
He groomed the whole nation.
There are rumours that there's another side to you.
What rumours might those be?
He gets away with it because no one else sees it. It's a violation.
As old as I am now, I would have danced on his grave.
Oh, there you go. There's the trailer. It's on YouTube. Go and watch it if you want. It's a brave move by Coogan. I'm quite the fan of Steve Coogan. Well, only one thing he's ever done. I'm quite the Alan Partridge enthusiast. And it could go either way. It must have been hard to cast it. I think they got the right man for the job. There's a story here, look. it's not very complimentary to him, I don't think. Look, in the Bicester Advertiser, Steve Coogan bears striking resemblance to Jimmy Savile on TV set. I don't think that's a compliment, is it? But from that trailer there, sounds like he's put the work in and got the voice right. It's a brave move by an actor, isn't it? Because it's either a career maker or a career breaker, isn't it? It could shoot him to new heights of method acting. Method acting, that's probably the wrong term. You don't want to get too much into the method of acting, Jimmy Savile, do you? Or it's just gonna put a cross against his name forever. I don't know. Coogan had extraordinary similarity to Savile on set. Jeff Pope, executive director of The Reckoning, told the Radio Times that Coogan had a striking resemblance to Savile whilst in costume on set. He explained, "I had several lunches with him during filming, and it was someone who looked like Jimmy Savile but sounded like Steve. When we had victims on set at their request, and with all the safeguarding and support in place, Steve would come round the corner and you could feel the intake of breath because it was such an extraordinary similarity." So he made a point of saying, "I'm Steve," and he would have a conversation with them as Steve. Well, he can't exactly have a conversation with the victims using his Savile voice, can he? Although he wouldn't put that past the BBC, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to have interviews. It said here somewhere, it's going to have interviews. The series will feature interviews with 4 of Jimmy Savile's victims. And apparently they were on set making sure that everything was told the right way. Just because they were on set doing that doesn't mean that's how it's going to be produced. Everything's controlled in the edit, isn't it? The BBC will tell the story the way the BBC want to tell it, not the way the victims want to tell it. That's what editing's about, isn't it? So it says here, the first episode of The Reckoning will air 9 p.m. on Monday on BBC One, October 9th. 4 episodes in total, the second airing at 9 p.m. on Tuesday, October the 10th, and the third and fourth are likely to air the following Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, next Monday and Tuesday If you've got a TV license, you can watch it. I'm sure it will appear somewhere on the internet after that. And I won't watch it on the BBC. I will watch it somehow, just to see how the BBC have told the story and whether they're going to paint themselves in a better light than they deserve for their involvement in the shocking stuff that happened there. Whether it will make or break Steve Coogan's career, I don't know. I'm a bit bored with Alan Partridge. Anyway, I was listening to his podcast. It's a bit weak, isn't it? Don't know. We will see. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think it should be the BBC telling the story? I know they made documentaries about it, and there was 3 or 4 different documentaries, and then one of them was the BBC. I think Channel 4 did one. Did Channel 5 do one, or was it an American one, or have I just completely missed that? It was a while ago, wasn't it? They all came out. And I did watch them, just because I want to see how far the BBC was involved in it, and how we got away with it for so long. I don't know if it doesn't say here if it's the BBC that are producing this or if it's BBC Studios. It says, it says BBC in conjunction with ITV Studios. So that does happen sometimes. So that means it could be sold to a streamer or to other countries around the world for profit. Make of that what you will. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on it, whether you think the BBC were the right people to be telling this story down below. And what do you think of Coogan? It's a brave move. It's a brave move, isn't it? Let me know your thoughts. Hit the buttons below. And as always, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one, whenever that'll be. Ta-da.